What's up, y'all? We'll see who shows up. See if by the time that people get here, I have something good to say. We'll see if you can hear me too. I don't know. It's a little loud here. Welcome. Welcome to the room. Who's up in here? You ever have those times you have like a million thoughts, but you can't isolate one? So that's what you guys are here for. You tell me what to go on about. Hello there. We can do a silent meditation. So to you guys, what's up, man? How is it in your neck of the wooded lands? What's the beer in the green can? Is there a green can around here? Or at this place? Or are you saying like the green can, the good beer in a green can is probably Sierra Nevada? That's a good green can beer. But if you're talking about green glass bottles, oh man, they're always going to be funky. But Beck's is a good beer. Beck's is actually one of the ones that isn't. I believe it's not pasteurized. So, what's up, Archons? You're in the Sierras right now? Yeah, Sierra Nevada is a really good beer. Are you saying, what have I been drinking, the light green can? I don't know. What did I have? No, I was drinking something out of yesterday, the day before, I was drinking something out of a blue can with pink writing. It's called Paradise Park. I don't know about the green can though. What's up, Jeremy Gerard? What is good? Today they just released a bunch of new beers, so I had to come over here and try them out. This one here is pretty fucking fantastic. It's a cider. It's almost like a pink cider. Pretty good. So what do you guys want to dig into? Because obviously I'm an endless encyclopedic portal of wisdom and nonsense, so we can take it any direction today. Like I said, I don't really have any one specific thing that I wanted to like spit a diatribe about or go off any rants and raves. You know, for me, like it would be rehashing or investing into things that I've already put videos out on. Like a lot of the things that I'm kind of fucking with now is like electrical, magnetic, universal things, which is something that I put out like 2 years ago, and it's just kind of I'm rehashing it now from a different set of eyeballs. But it's funny. I've been watching some people's research that are coming out with some really cool stuff. I'm like, man, I put that video out like 2 years ago on what was going on, and nobody knows. Like, I mean, you'd have to dig through my shit, but it's there. Do I know anything on Mary the Prophetess? No, I don't. Do I sleep here, Danny? No, I just live close, and they just released 3 new beers today, so I figured I'd stop by and say hi. I've only been here I've only done like 3 shows from here, and it's a much bigger space, so I can do a video, I can do a live video rather than getting a small, tight, confined area where a bar is, and it's not as conducive. JD Lyons, I hear you on what you just said there, man. I mean, you can input when you can, and you can receive when you can. There's always a give and take in the world. You can give currency when you have it, and you can give information when you have it. And I get it. There's a lot of people that it's like they just don't have time. They just can't care. They just don't. They have their own bubble that they work with, right? They go to the job. They have their group of family, friends, and their belief systems. If they want to maintain relationships, then they can't change their belief system. It's like losing your religion. Like, to tell people something that is wildly outside of what even if they've never questioned the belief, if they just have it there, and you make them question that belief system, it tears people apart, because you know how many people like really that you go, once you know we're on a flat infinite plane, people ain't trying to hear that. You can lose friends over that real quick. You can lose family over that. You could, you start telling people they eat a healthy diet, they ain't trying to hear that. You go try to enlighten folk, they don't want it, because they would have to transition and do something different. They would have to give up their common practices. I'm not gonna say comfort, because I don't think people are actually comfortable. I think they have common practices that they're just used to, and they have to give those up. So I get you, man. But there's always a seed being planted somewhere. I've said this plenty of times. You say some shit to somebody, and a year later or something, they're like, "Yo, that thing you said to me, it affected my life." And you go, "Oh, well, that's cool." And at the time, they're just like vehemently against it, like, fuck whatever you're saying. But you gotta speak your piece, whatever that is, whatever piece of the puzzle it is. Yeah, Jeremy Gerard. What direction do you want me to go with that, Jeremy Gerard? I've spoken on Virgin Mary and what that connection is to the magnetic there's a few ways we can do that, but it depends on which route you want to take. If you just want to get straight to the scriptures, or if you want to get esoteric with it. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for the liking of the hair being down, Denny. What's up, Amanda Mallet? But Amanda, you are right. Dank does fit into my life. Oh, that's Jeremy. That's interesting. I've never dug into that work, so that's why I say that I have my understandings of that, my teachings of that, but not that specifically. So before I would speak on it, I would do a little bit of research myself. What's up, freak? Archons. The other day I made a video on rainbows. Exactly that. There was I seen somebody had said what it was, and I've seen the whole halo before, which is obviously interesting. But the other day there was 2 pieces of a rainbow on clouds in different areas, but you could tell it kind of linked together, but you could only see two pieces of the rainbow. And I have a video that I did maybe like a week ago, and that was, that's pretty interesting. Like, where is that rainbow coming from? Is it cast on a glass ceiling? I don't think so. I think that's kind of like I think that's a little bit of a joke, but I think it's some sort of energetic system within realms. So I think there's a toroidal field around us that is energetically the same way that your body, it seems like it's solid, but it's not. It's the same way like you can get out of body at night. And I think the same way you can get out of body is the same way you can get out of this realm. Because I've been in places getting out of body that I've been, you know, you fly sometimes out of body and you get to a density that is different and you'll feel it. Like walking through a door, you can just walk through a wall. I don't know if you've done it, I don't know how many times you've been out of body, but when you walk through a wall, you can see the thickness of the wall, and you can feel it as you move your body through it. And the other realms, you could probably walk through those walls too, but most of the time what you would do is you would find a portal, and the portals are basically the sun, or what you'd call the stars, and those stars, like look, the lights here, see? So I look up in the sky, and so those are actually gateways to other, like, so this thing about like NASA lying about everything, they ain't really lying, they're just not telling you the whole thing. They're not telling you really how it works. Because it's a lot, man. It's simple if you believe that you are your spirit. And once you get out of body, then you can go through these, basically it's going through like, excuse me, like a vortex or a tube of light, and you end up on a different plane of existence. Watch any sci-fi movie where they're doing some wild shit and, you know, speeding through outer space, just outer, not up there, it's out. It's that way. But you go through the portals, which are lights like in the ceiling, or what would be another energetic system. I mean, that's how I've seen it out of body. That's what it seems to be for most people that have experienced it. The only people that are really saying there's a glass roof are people that don't know how to read, and they read. There's like, well, it says the Bible, the shit's flat, and there's a glass dome, and blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, sort of. It's like you'd have to take so many pieces of. You'd have to take who wrote the Bible. And you'd have to find out the original language was in. Make sure that everybody that decoded those languages was doing it right. Then we got how many versions. Then we got all of, you know, so, and then you have to understand you got to read it esoterically and not exoterically. So there's a lot of things that are very convoluted in that. So they just use different names to mean something else because they're using coded language. So we break codes. What's up, Lumeno? Oh yeah, that's very funny that you just said that. I was thinking about going and watching some of my old stuff on magic, and especially the building of, say, organites and the Faraday cages and the things that I did around Christmas a couple years, like just past Christmas a couple years ago. That's a really, I always forget like how many fucking videos I have out. I just make them and just like, I try to rewatch them because I like to, you know, build on my own information and see what it sounds like to everybody else. So that way if I speak about it again, I can speak about it in a clearer way. So maybe I'll go revisit those and do like an upgraded 2.0 version, because there's a lot of people, it's very funny because yesterday I YouTubed my name. And I looked for, because I was looking for an old video that I did, and it was just interesting to see the amount of people that they put a collection of my videos together. They were all in the same kind of, it was the same type of videos. It was very interesting to find the people that linked up like 8 to 10 or 20 in my videos. Yeah, Jeremy, I mean, yeah, see, when we take anything from the exoteric standpoint or the religious standpoint, it completely is lost. because it's not. These things are not physical. You know, these people's names, they didn't exist. You know, there's an embodiment of energies that are those things, but you know, you start reading these things, and they're states of mind, and they're also speak of like planets, or what would be the moving bodies of energy that are basically portals. What's up, Leo? What's good? What's good? Yeah, I do have a buttload of videos, and there's like 700 and some, but I have 500 that are on lock and key. Some of them are just because I was fucking wilding out. You know, it's like it wasn't really good information. It was just me fucking being goofy. And I mean, I don't really care if people see it. I mean, they were up. It was just I just don't want to get people bogged down in a bunch of other random shit. They're looking for good information. But there are some that are on the lock and key for just a different reason. I just thought it was information that, you know, people would have to ask me for. You know, that it was maybe too advanced. So there's that kind. There's that too. So there's a few more. Well, thank you, Danny Skylark. Jeff Mark, what's good? What's good? Jeff Mark in that building. Mighty Mark, Dev Mark. Dev Mark. Dev Mark. So what else? What else? What do you wanna? I've been kind of. What's the word for when you're stirring in the mind? I think it's like a remulate or something that's like kind of like just you kind of thinking about a few different ideas. Because I've been watching these videos on the old empire of the Tatarians lately, and reinvested into some technological things, and like watching things on magnetism and ancient technology, which isn't that ancient at all, and ruminating. Is that how you say it? But yeah, there's just been a bunch of things I've been watching with that, and the crazy stuff about history and the mud floods and all of this kind of stuff. And somebody was telling me to go look up the fasces the other day. Oh, and I didn't realize what the word was, but like after I watched the video, I was like, oh, I didn't realize what the person was. I think they spelled it differently, but. Yeah, so that got me into some interesting connections to some videos that I made a while ago that are just the same thing with different words. Danny Skylark, you bought Magic Mike and you're about to watch it for the first time? You gonna watch that by yourself, huh? Friday night, a little alone time with Danny and Magic Mike. Jeremy, maybe, you know, the 12 disciples are connected to all of the 12s. But yeah, the Mary thing, you got Mary Magdalene, which is connected to like waters and magic and things, but and then you got the Mother Mary. Mary is always connected to everything to do with Marduk, Mars, marshes, probably even Martians. I don't know about the Martians, maybe though. But for me, to consider, even if those people did or didn't exist, doesn't really. I don't care. It's kind of like I can find grand information in books that are supposedly fiction, that are more like fact, than I can find quality information and scientifically, dogmatically, this is nonfiction and this is what it is, that shit tends to be useless. Where I find things that are fiction works, and read between the lines, I get a lot more out of it. Oh, there, Galen, what's up, man? Yeah. So I'm no worries about that. Yeah, I just didn't know how to pronounce it, and so the connection between fascists and the fascists and what that actually means, the bundle of sticks and the faggots, and where you get the word of cigarette. You know, you go to Europe and you have a burning stick. It's called a cigarette, but they ask for a fag because the word faggot comes from a bundle of burning sticks, which is how they're binding together. So that's all the shit I was watching today, and that connects a lot into how orgonite is made and how a lot of other magnetic technology works. Time Mag, Kenny Skylark. You mean Time Magazine, just for the magazine Time? An interesting concept of Egypt and beer. I will check it out. Danny Skylark, you gotta go. have fun with the magic mic. Everett, speaking that mic, yo. Man, it sucks, Leo. Well, I think that's the differentiating factor. I think that if there is a new Earth, if there is a dividing of things, which I think what will occur, which I think I've put this out there a couple times, and I think I'll side with Martin Kenny's work and Norb's World's work, and where they're going with that is I think there'll be portals open to what you'd call Lemuria, and to where the Aryans live on the inside, and possibly out to the next realm beyond that, which would be Hyperborea. And I think those portals will open, and people that are they can go there, but people that don't, they got to stay here, because like, what are they going to do? What are they going to add to those societies? What are they going to get out of it? You know what I mean? So I think there'll be a change. Like, I think there'll be people who stay here to keep teaching, and I think there'll be people that go to the inner area where it's an age above us. So we're going from the Iron Age, which is why there's so much shit here, into the Copper Age, right? Everything to do with copper is like all that magnetics and shit. But so staying here, there'll be people to teach that. And then the other choice is to go to the Golden Age, hanging out like Lemuria and these other places. You know, I think people have a choice. I think there'll be people that you know, because how many people are really thinking at all? You know, how many people, like, maybe it's just the organic process. Maybe I get it. There's a lot of crazy shit, but there's, you know, if you back off these realms, you just dip up there real high in the sky and look down on it, you can see something much different with how people are educated and trained and advanced. You know, as much as so many things look fucked up, which there is a lot of weirdness, obviously, in the school systems with the bullshit, the lies. But you know, maybe one of the things is to, at what point does somebody just question lies and say, no, I won't have this, and some people just won't do that. They can't, because they haven't developed enough. So I think there's something in maybe how many lives have you lived, how long have you processed information, and what kind of triggers and ideas and understandings will happen for people to have them break out of whatever mental prison that they hold strong to these ideas, and to question these kind of things. I think maybe that's the thing. Will you question these things? If people that start to question them, they go, oh, now they start to find new truths, they can go elsewhere, where or choose to stay and help these people. Because there's a lot of people here that just don't question things. So I think that's what's happening. I think if that's what 2020 is, I think that's what anything about all of the books, these ages and the you know, why is this grand disclosure even of Earth being flat, right? There is. It's obviously controlled to a degree, because you wouldn't have anybody out here being able to speak about it. Like everybody knows about what shadow banning is. Like you could, there's plenty of information that just isn't revealed to other people. Certain people just won't get it. Some people can't. It's just like, no, they got portals, they got locks here, they got firewalls here. Like, that's just the way it is. And you can do about it. And as I always say, you ain't gonna do shit about it. You could just learn to understand things and be better at whatever. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with that kind of idea. Danny, I know, getting that. I would shit if I had a fucking jet. I'd be out there, but they didn't give me my jet back yet. What's up, Katie in the universe? Yeah, Martin, Kenny, and Norbs is on some shit. They on some next level shit. Archon's hyperthyroidism and either thing here. I mean, there's massage for it. I've done some videos on that. I don't think I actually put it as hyperthyroidism. Most of what you want to do, it always goes back to the basics of cleansing all of your organs internally. Once you start to do that, then you can start to, after the organs are clean, then you can start upgrading how well your lymph system works, because your lymph system is connected to all of your glands. So you got your organs and your glands, and those glands, you're gonna want to do like washa tools, and you want to do cupping therapy. And I don't like even to say therapy, just cupping. You can buy yourself a cupping set for $20 on the internet, and you can buy yourself, get yourself a massage, and you just have a washa tool for like $5. And some of the cupping sets come with washa tools too. And that's one of the easiest ways. You just want to get your lymph system moving. That's the way to do it. I mean, any gland issue is basically just how much your body can push things out of you. Certain times of the year, certain things you do, like you'll sweat differently. Like I've noticed, like, I used to sweat in certain ways when I was younger, and then as I understood my body and did some healing modalities and things, I sweat in different parts of my body. And if I eat differently, I'll sweat in different areas of my body. It's very different. It's interesting to observe, But it's all about just pathways for removing, things from your body and moving lymph out of your system. Yeah, Jeremy, I'll check it out for sure. Yeah, it is, but you gotta wonder if, Leo, it's like a little tickly in my throat, if they've already been through the system twice, but you've been through it 4 or 5 times, or whatever, like the development processes, that they just aren't capable. They say, like, a seed doesn't sprout until it's gonna sprout. There's nothing you can do to speed up the process. I mean, there are things. There is alchemy. There is ways to speed up the process. We can actually observe it. Like, if you use implosion technology on the water, if you put the right harmonics in the environment, there's a lot of things you can do to speed up and make seeds grow faster. This is for certain, but there is that. There's the general understanding that some people just, they can't. Their mind can't even, it'll boggle them. Alternatives, yeah. Jeremy, what, the world is flat? No way, man. Who would believe that? What an insane idea, huh? Oh, Leo, you lucky. So you got some hashish, good for you, man. That sounds excellent. Yeah, float tanks. I've never been in one, but I've done things near that. You know, near that kind of idea. But yeah, float tanks are, as far as, you know, I've done the research and I know people that have used them, and I can see why they'd be very helpful. Archons, you said she got holes in her thyroids. Sure, everything is healable. You gotta do things in reverse, man. Coffee enemas. I know it doesn't make sense to say if you want to heal your thyroid that you need to do something for your liver, but it certainly works that way. Because if you have a main pipe coming into the house that ain't working right, well then everything downstream is gonna be fucked up. And so like downstream is literally your thyroids, your thyroid, all of the glands. Okay, so you need to go the route of doing the intestinal cleanse. Go look up the things that I've done on cleansing and fasting and things. Fasting is going to be the quickest route, and there's going to be certain herbs that you can use. If after you watch some of my videos that you want a little more information, feel free to hit me on the email. But it's all pretty much dialogued. That it's just, you got to cleanse internally. You got to cleanse the bowels first, then you cleanse the liver and the gallbladder, and then the kidneys, and then you start doing the thing. I mean, and during that process, you're also going to be doing things to help alleviate stagnated blood, and that blood, which becomes basically coagulated, is what's causing a lot of people's system to not function properly. And I've talked about this before. Like, shit happens to me sometimes too. Like, I ain't the fucking healthiest dude on the planet. I just know how it works. Because I know, like, okay, if I eat a bunch of shit, if I eat a bunch of cheese, it's gonna thicken up my blood, and all of a sudden, I have, you know, arthritic condition in my knee or my hands, because what the fuck did you think? What did I think would happen? Well, of course I know it would happen. If you put thick ass gelatinous cooked cheese in your body, that's not gonna work too well. So that's what goes on. So all of the organs and the glands get clogged up, and it's just about releasing those things and pushing them out of the body. Saunas will help. Massage, just a little massage on that, man. Just that alone can help a lot. Yeah, man. The bruise isn't actually a deep tissue bruise. It's not really a bruise, but they only last for a couple of days, right? And that's good, you know. The bruising is good. That means you're doing a lot of cleanup on the fascia, which is funny. We were talking about fascia, which is the fascia is the silver lining in between your muscles and your skin, your muscles, and then you got like the tendons, everything. You have that thing that's like that thing on the outside of a chicken. If you ever had a piece of chicken, there's that silver kind of, that gets stuck to people, and that has to be pulled apart, and cupping and using that will pull that apart, and also allow the blood and all of the sha, which is the dirty blood, to be lifted and moved out of the body, and that all of those bruises are going to then be filtered through the system. What's up, Dave? Yeah, self-negative with the pull with a magnet speeds up the growth. Yeah, you can use, you can use magnets, you can use orgonite, you can use all sorts of things. Copper in the garden, that changes the chemistry of the soil and also the electrical charge. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I bought a thing for the float. There's a float place here in New Orleans, and it was just too far away at the time because I didn't have I just biked everywhere, and it was just out of the range of biking to. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go check it out.
I was like, I bet they're not sitting together. And they were like, we were here first, we swear, we were here first, they didn't sit by us. And I was like, oh my god.
There you go, Danny. The thyroid, yeah, just a little pee-pee and fixing, huh? PP fixes everything.
They're like, they didn't sit with us.
DevMark, that's interesting. Water was memory documentary. I never heard of it, but obviously water comes from the word memory means water and light. So yeah, water holds memory. mean, cheese is the greatest shit as long as it's not like blue cheese that's living, raw cheeses and blue cheese is fucking excellent. But once you cook it, it's pretty bad. It becomes pretty bad for you once you make a pizza, or once you make the you cook the cheese. Let me go grab another beer. You guys stay here. If anybody comes and steals my phone, you tell me. You tell me who they are. I'll be right back. Fucking weirdos. What's going on here? Give me a second here. Get this thing set up. Man, oh man. My phone is giving me issues now. What's going on here? Need a fucking cameraman or some shit. There we go. It's really working now. Who you call the weird beards out here? A bunch of weird beards? All here. If you listen to me, you must be fucking weird. That's about as simple as it gets. Galen, for back pains, what part of the back? And is it deep tissue? Do you have bad posture? What do you do? You know, there's a lot of questions that I'd have to ask you to, you know, specify what it would be. But I mean, there's probably, you know, even from this distance, I could probably guess that it would be your 13th vertebrae. And I'd have her stick her thumbs in between. It's right there, like, kind of find out where, locate your kidneys, you know, and that tends to be a spot a lot of people hold things. And you just, if you find tenderness somewhere, that's where you want to breathe in, have her put pressure, and then as it starts to feel pain, breathe out, and it releases. So I would need to know a lot more about what part of your back and shit, man. But that's just a standard spot for people, and I can't divine from this distance. Sometimes I can. If I was in that mode, I probably could. But I would need to. If I saw you in person, I can. It's instantaneous. I do this with people all the time. They're like, how the fuck did you know that? I was like, I have no idea, but I do. What's up, Rise and Love? I'm drinking a cider that is spectacular. It's not too sweet. It's got a little funk to it. A sour cider. I do enjoy ciders. It's quite refreshing. Danny, how much should I charge to give a nutsack massage? I don't know. I guess it would depend on the nutsack, huh? I think it'd have to be like kind of a sliding scale, because you know there's some people that like I don't know. I don't know if I could do work on you. It would take too much energy out of me. But for me though, I don't. All my work is donation based. I always trade and donation. That's all I work with. Do this shit again. There we go. Should work now. Alright. Oh. Hadouken. 44 million bucks. So look at it, it just keeps doing this. Won't sit up straight. Alright, there we go. Try that on for size. Huh. This thing is just gonna keep fucking with me, isn't it? Alright, do this. Alright, there we go. Is that better? Okay, cool. Bitcoin and potatoes. What's up, Super Champion? Leo, you good foot rubber. You got a foot thing. Super champ. Scrimshaw. Somebody told me about Scrimshaw the other day. Yeah, I mean, once you win the feet, man, there's a couple good spots in the feet. There's some real good spots in the feet. You a toe sucker, huh? You sucking on some toes? Leo, the toe sucking extraordinaire. Oh shit. Speaking of sucking toes, I'm supposed to go on a date tonight, but I don't think I want to. She wasn't quite my speed. So I was like, nah. Alright guys, I'll give you the end of this beer because I think I want to go. I gotta piss. I want to kind of get a little dark out, and it's got a little chilly here. And I got a little bit of a walk, so I got maybe like, what's this gonna take me? 12 minutes to drink. Any more questions or concerns or comments? Why not what? Why not suck toes? Oh no, of course you should. Oh, you mean why not go on the date? I don't know, man. You know, just not my speed. It's like different, It's from like online. I've never met her, you know what I mean? I mean, like I've talked to her or whatever, but I was like, it's just somebody that I'm gonna have to like carry the date, and I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather just find somebody my speed to begin with. Like the pussy ain't gonna be worth it, is what I'm saying. If I just get right to it. Oh man, this thing is killing me right now. There we go. You guys fucking have to deal with watching my camera do all this shit right here. Alright. Fucking, I gotta hold it. Alright. Okay, come on. Stop, there it is. Alright. Alive and awake? No, I don't. The eye of the eye. I don't know what. When he's. I watch all of his videos, I'm sure, but sometimes he goes on and he's saying the same thing for like a whole video, so I kind of maybe got lost. And this eye of the eye, I don't know what he refers to. Like, I mean, can I open up my third eye and see shit? I mean, could I do it right now in the sense of physically opening my third eye, like right here? No, probably not. Could I go home and lay down on the couch and do it? Yeah. Do I have extrasensory perception? Yeah. But you know, to be the level of where he is or the practice that he's put in, I doubt it. I don't know. You saying I should, Danny, you saying I should go out on this date? Oh yeah. My sun gazing practices are not at all where they should be. I've been having too much fun down here in hell, you know what I mean? Like, in the physical realm of doing things here and teaching and helping people here, because I can't, you know, doing all that shit. It's like where's he been, right? Because he's in a different state of awareness, so his teachings are for whoever links up with them in that state of consciousness, you know. And for me, there's aspects of being here that teach me something, and aspects of being here that I get to teach people. So I should probably take my own suggestion sometime and sun gaze more than I do. Danny, I mean, you already know, if it wasn't for the distance, oh well. I've given you all of the what do you call them? The cat's claws. You know, the cat's claws, or I've given you all the cat's claws I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right word, but I think it is. And well, Galen, thank you, appreciate that. Dog kennel, that's awesome. That's awesome. Interestingly, I just seen a dog yesterday that looked exactly like my dog, with the exception of she had a white patch on her chest. It went all the way up to her chin. And my dog has a white patch on her chest. It was very interesting. It's like how dogs have energy centers and chakras too. Oh, I speak of a dog, and there's all sorts of dogs in here. Danny, you are not the ghettoist. You're kind of ghetto, but you're not that ghetto. And I'm sure Leo I'm sure Leo's hung with some pretty ghetto-ass motherfucking chicks. Leo's a gangster in his own goddamn right. Him and Super Champion. They cut from the same cloth. I don't know why, but they are. If you build it, they will come. Like what? A giant, what do they call it? A Sibian? Is that what they call it? A Sabian? If you build a giant Sabian, they will come. Anybody know the reference? If not, look up Sabian and have yourself a good night watching that shit. Your body is done. You got that all figured out? You got your body in order? Man. Here, oh, maybe I'll just try something new. Maybe this will work. If at first you don't succeed, quit before it fucking frustrates you. Forget that try again shit. Okay, now I'm just gonna fucking hold it at this point. Yeah, very G'd out, very gentle. Yeah, throw it up. Well. Dave, we love you too. And you ask nice enough, Leo might rub your feet. That's love right there. I got half a beer left, so get your last quandaries filtered into the digital device, and I will see what I can do. Amanda Mallet, what is the best way to drink bitters? Man, there's so many good drinks. Just an old fashioned. I think an old fashioned is probably the best way to do it. Because obviously they when they were making recipes a long time ago, it was for purpose-driven recipes. Bitters are best taken that way, or you can get into taking gin with tonic. If you know, I mean, because it's going to be just as bitter. The tonic has a different. The tonic has a different element in it. It's very healing for the body, but the bitters themselves are very. They help you to digest things. So I would go right with the old fashioned. All right, Rising Love. Super Champion, can nerve damage be healed? I don't see why not. One of the best things for nerve damage is St. John's and I believe arnica root or arnica flower. Very funny because I was looking up this the other day because somebody had asked me about some things. And so St. John's and just think about it, like your nerves are connected to different parts of your body, right? But mainly spinal. So some spinal manipulation will help a lot of things. Get your back cracked, you know. And there's also just like you can make an ointment out of certain things to help re-excite the nerves. I mean, anything that's broken can be fixed in the body. It's that simple. And I would go the route of just urine. Aged urine, especially if it's like a nerve, like say you got some problem with your arm, like you got like dead arm, you know, like you sleep on it wrong, you cut off blood supply. That's really what's happening, is you're cutting off the blood circulation and supply. And to reopen those up, you just increase the amount of aged urine you're going to put on the skin, which is going to be high ammonia content, and alkalizing to the body, and it'll help remove blockages and instill energy into the system. So yeah, man. Alive and awake, is there a way to ground in the winter with snow? Yeah. Fucking put your feet in the fucking ground. It's just snow. It ain't gonna kill you. And the fact that your feet will be bare on snow, it's cold is gonna help start getting your body and your blood moving in a different way, especially when you ground out with that kind of temperatures. Like cold showers are very good. Cold showers are there. There you go. As you asked about that, nerves and things like that. Cold and hot showers back and forth will start to get the whole body pulsing and get the blood moving and the nerves, you know. Shock to the system. Like go jump in the pool if it's cold. Go jump in the pool, then get in the hot tub. Back and forth, back and forth. Healthiest thing you can do. Do naked snow angels. There you go, Leo. Yeah, yeah. And if you can do them on your chest, you just gotta dig a hole in the ground. What's up, Zach Chrono? Oldie buddies. Zach Chrono, how's you and your young looking face with your sharp jawline? Is that chrono.porn? I'll check out your website, man. Hopefully it's not of you, because that would make me feel kind of weird. Hopefully it's just like a collection of your cool shit. So check it out, yo. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here in about 5 minutes. So you got to an hour and 2 minutes. Anything else? Besides Zet Chrono trying to push his new porn website that he just started. If you're doing the fucking on there, good for you, man. I don't know if I want to watch you fuck though. I think you're probably a sloppy fuck. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Boom. My phone is almost already dead. You know, that's why. Stupid me. I put way too much damn it. Oh well. It's almost dead. Either way, you guys are gonna have to be done with me because my phone charger is not charging fast enough. I'm down to 10%. So I'll say it like this. Stay well. Do wonderful things, entertain yourselves, take care of the animals, help out the houseless people, or don't, you know. Make sure, one for the road, yeah. Amanda Mallet, I'm gonna have one for the road for definitely sure. I'll probably just get a 6-pack and roll the fuck out and walk the streets. But I gotta go home to get a jacket, because it's this is the first cold day that we've had in New Orleans. Cold enough where like I'm in shorts and this little thing, but it's a little chilly here. And so yeah, one for the road. Another cider, I suppose. All right, so yeah, finishing that up. Do cool shit or don't. Oh. 963 for I think I know the car you're talking about. I will look it up. I'll come back to this video and look at the end of this. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, the GTP4. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what color was it? Oh, it was in blue, you said? Ferraris, man. Ferrari is not my thing. I was I was a Porsche and Lamborghini kind of guy growing up, but then, I mean, like when I was a kid, you know. But then when I say I got to drive cars, I wanted something more comfortable and old. I wanted like those old, like white walls, fucking slow, drop it, fucking slow and low. I was never into. But then I had some fast cars. You know, I told you like when I had the Audi TT for a little bit. That was fucking lovely. And now it's a convertible 650 BMW 650. That shit is fucking fast, stupid fast. And I mean, it ain't no Ferrari fast, but it's fucking fast. Yeah. I'll take you guys for a ride soon. So check it out. Have a fucking beautiful day, beautiful evening. And it is the day of it is the All Souls Day. Today is All Souls Day. So we do things different here. Halloween is one thing, but you got All Saints and All Souls Day, or the Muertes, the day of the dead, or the day of the souls. I don't know how it really all works, but I'm pretty sure today is pretty special. So enjoy the 2nd of November. Go do yourself a little research on that. It's a pretty awesome day, and enjoy yourselves, y'all. We'll talk soon.